Hello guys, it is Good Farmer here, and today I'm going to show you how to maximize your profits during your farming run. This isn't actually the best way to earn XP for farming, but if you think you're satisfied with your level and you want to just try to earn some cash, then this is a good video to watch. I was originally going for 99 farming, but I think it got old and I'd have to invest somewhere between another 80 and 100 mil in it, which I decided I'd rather go into Mage and Range, because I'm more PKer. So, what you're going to need is you're going to need a kind of a decently high farming level. I mean, 32 you can grow Renars, but I believe that they aren't very good to grow at a low level, I found, because they'll die a lot. So the higher level is better. If you're not really good for money, you might want to check out the prices of, toadflax, avantos, quarms, lance dimes, all these other herbs, and even Harlanders are good if you're still a low level and you still want to earn a little bit of money. And what I do is snapdragons, which I find gives you the most profit for your seed. And the average usually comes out to, with dying, this is with the 4 patches, is 7 herbs a patch. And I haven't really tested out once you get the Trollheim patch, which I highly recommend. The quest is My Arm's Big Adventure. There's a few requirements, but it's definitely worthy. You'll get a lot of farming experience, I believe. Yeah, 5k XP in farming and 10k in herb lore, so that was good. Which I recommend is you definitely need to be able to teleport places and not teleport tabs work too. It just costs a little extra money. You're going to need your Camelot teleport tab, or teleport. Artie, if you have it. I don't personally have Artie, which I'm going to get it. And Varrock, Falador, and I also think the Ecto Vial is the best way to get the Canifis patch, but you can always charter it. There's from Catherby after you go to that patch. So you're just going to need a lot of teleports. But what I do, so to count on my ruins, I know I'm going to need, that's my Trollheim teleport, Varrock teleport, Falador teleport, Camelot teleport, and an Artie teleport. And I usually bring an extra Varrock teleport, because I like to end there. And I get my Draman staff, and I get my Ecto Vial. Now, you're going to find your herb seeds. And I'm going to have 5 patches, and I want limpworts. Limpworts are definitely good for extra money, and so are berries. Now, I don't think there's really any money in berries until you get to white berries, and it's actually really good money, and they have a very low death rate. And I think poison ivy berries actually have a 0 death rate, so I haven't used any. I don't use any compost with them, because if they're not going to die, it's not going to make them grow any faster. Now, we're going to get started, and I'm going to pause until I get the first batch, but I also want to recommend you make energy potions. It's definitely worth your time. And yeah, you also need a dueling ring, air staff, or glory, and boots of lightness if you have it. And I'll see you in a second. Now I have arrived at the Port Phasmatis, however you pronounce it, and just got my equipment out, and I'm going to fill my bucket with compost. And I recommend that you have plenty of pineapples or watermelons in your bank to refill the compost. But if you're here for XP, you might want to plant some allotments. I know watermelons used to make money, but they don't, so I don't bother with that anymore, and I'm just in it for the money. So you go like this, you plant that, and after I'm done, so now we're at the we got our limp roots, and you're going to use your Draman staff to teleport to this fairy ring, and you're going to go to miscellaneous. Now there's advantages to this patch. Like I like to check my kingdom and get my I don't know, it's called raiding up every day. So at this patch I usually pull out a rake, and then I'll go rake the weeds, and you only need to do that once a day, and you will get your rating up every day, so you'll keep that upkeep. And this is just a nice extra little XP. I think this will give you about 1k XP for this poison ivy, and definitely adds up a little GP, because these berries usually go usually anywhere between 1 and 2k, and the seed's only about 1k. So if you multiply that by 4, then you're good. Now these bushes take a little longer to grow, but usually go every other herb run, because you can go to do herb runs every about 90 minutes. Usually goes from 75 to 105. So I like to do that, and I usually teleport to Falador right after, and I'll get to the patch. Now this is where the Falador patch is located, and if you don't know, I think I'll try to post a picture in the description of where all these patches are on a map. And I'll upload it so you guys can look at it and you can find all the patches. This isn't the order you have to do these in. I just find this is kind of the fastest, or the way I just like to do it, because you usually just get into something and do it. And for no farming, just all repetitiveness, and just kind of showing you guys where the patches is and what you gotta do and all this stuff. So meet you at the next patch. Now I'm arriving at the next berry patch, which is in Remington. You could bring a house teleport and teleport here, but I just find it, you know, kind of a waste, and I'd rather just run here. It's not that far. You know, probably wastes more than an energy potion, but it doesn't really matter what you do. So you will pick your berries here and then move on to the next patch. Now we are arriving at the My Arms Big Adventure patch, aka known as the Trollhang patch. Now you're gonna need to do a quest for this, and so anybody who's just a skiller won't be able to do this patch, because there's plenty of requirements that a skiller will not be able to meet. But if you're just a regular player, then this patch is great. Herbs will never die here, so definitely this is a patch to get if you want to make some money, or if you want to just be a farmer. I really didn't get it till I got 89 farming, but it is definitely worth it. Now we're at the Catherby patch. Now, first you see my first dead limports, and that'll happen usually about every 2 trips from me. I'll get about 1 dead. Same thing goes for herbs, because I've seen a test on the forums where someone farmed over 1,000 seeds, and they came out to the live rate for herbs is about 87%. So that's about every other trip you'll have about 1 die. Usually it doesn't happen like that, but yeah, make sure you have your tools in case this happens. Weeds will grow as soon as you pick it, which is kind of a nuisance sometimes, but thankfully this thing doesn't move. I also forgot to mention that you should always use super compost, especially on your herbs. I mean, if you can't afford it yet and you're just starting, regular compost is great. If you're trying to level up, it's fine. But if you're going for money and you're using these big herbs, then you want to go for the big stuff, and you can get super compost. I wouldn't recommend just buying it, because I think just a bucket of super compost goes for 1k, or you can buy some watermelons for 150, 200 GP each, or you can go to the port up here and you will find 15 pineapples for sale for about 5 GP, and you can just fill this up. So that's the cheapest way to do it, and that's the way I do it. I usually just farm my own watermelons, but you know, whatever you want to do. And now after this, we're going to run this way, and this is when I make sure you can grow your fruit trees. I know I forgot to mention in the beginning, but I recommend only picking these trees if they are papaya or palm trees, because papayas and palms usually sell for a lot. I haven't really checked up the price on papayas, but you can still make a good profit off them. So you just plant the trees once, and if you're not going for XP. If you are going for XP, then you're going to want to keep replanting them. But you can plant the trees once, and then you can go and pick your coconuts or papayas, and you will do this actually a couple times a day, because I think they take about 45 minutes, I'm not sure on this, to regrow each fruit, which will take a while. So you can usually do it if you do it in the morning, the middle of the day, and at night. It's how you should pick your fruits. And after this, you're going to go to the bank, and I think chartering is definitely the fastest way to get to the patch because it's right there. I'm going to be growing a Calquat tree because these are cheap XP and I still want to get some kind of XP, but you don't need to do that. You can get over 10k XP and those seeds about 8k, so that's good. And after that, you want to get 480 GP, and this is also where you will buy your pineapples if you need to buy them. So right here, and we will charter to Brimhaven. And now that we're in Brimhaven, click too much, you will notice a tree right here, and you will pick that tree. Alright guys, I just planted my Calquat tree, and if you're not doing this, you want to teleport with your dueling ring to, or glory, to Alcarid. And I just got 90 farming, yay! So, pretty awesome. And you will run south to the cactus. Now, all you have to do is grow this once. The spines actually grow back pretty quick, and every trip you can pick the spines. And these aren't that much, they're maybe about 2k each, but they pick pretty quick, and some additional farming XP, and you know, you're going to need to go this way anyways, because you know, you're going to need little gnome gliders. Now, I wouldn't even recommend going here unless you can go through these gnome gliders, because you're going to want to go to the stronghold in Trino Village. So, because there's 2 more fruit trees you're going to pick, and we will get there, and you're going to run south straight here. The next fruit tree is right here. After you pick the fruit from there, you're going to want to go to Trino Village using the spirit tree, and you will run out the maze. You can ask Alcoy out here to take you to the entrance. Now we're at the next farming patch, and you guys can see I walked over skeleton. It's pretty awesome. So I guess I get my skeleton set now, and you will pick here, and you will teleport finally to the final patch, herb patch, which is in Ardoni. So we will go to Ardi. Now here's the Ardi patch. It is right by the Ranges Guild, right south of it, and north of the city. So you're gonna pick your stuff here and move on to the next patch. Now here's the next berry patch, which is directly south of our dome, right south of the zoo. And pick your berries here, and you're gonna teleport to Varrock, and we'll hit up the last patch. And you're gonna run directly south from the teleport. And I almost forgot that I recommend magic secateurs. Definitely 10% more herbs is definitely a plus. It's very bad to farm without them. I think it's just very tough part 1. You only really need to start it, and I'd recommend finishing it too to get some farm XP. But you're gonna go right here, and I'm gonna pick these, and I'm gonna come back with the math to see how much money we earned. Came back and did some math here, and I earned 241.5k. And that's kind of a weak farming run, but this is kind of average too. I usually get more herbs, so it was a pretty good farming run. 250k isn't bad. And thanks for watching, and subscribe and comment.